actually useful nuggets that you haven't seen before. Can be hard to find on Mirage, but this beautiful nade from Apex is something he throws consistently when teams are execing A and does chunky damage every time. And the reason for this is because teams throw their smokes over the top, they drop down at consistent timing, and because you can see the smokes coming over the top as that jungle player, you know exactly when to let that nade fly for maximum damage. As you saw, the way to do this is to come into this corner of jungle, find this shadow going along the ground, and aim at the bottom of it in between where these two lines on the concrete are, a little bit more to the right. So you're going to be aiming right about here. You're going to run forward and do a jump throw. That's going to fly all the way into the back here and hit that node perfectly. There's nothing more annoying as a CT on Nuke than a confident top silo player who's taking fights, being aggressive, and limiting your movement in this outside area of the map. Fury, however, have a very simple way of dealing with this. They do a head boost at the back of where Old Secret used to be. The AWP gets the kill easily here, but you can see the rifle on the bottom also ready to shoot. And from Senzu's point of view, look at his pre-aim here. He's completely off, thinking someone's going to be pre-aiming behind CT red. There's no way he flicks that and win that fight against two players, and you're going to force them to slow down for the rest of the half, meaning you can potentially make more plays on the CT side. On Dust 2, I'm sure you've seen B retake flashes before, but this one from Sunpius is particularly good. Not only does it full blind anyone like Mezzy trying to play default or look at the double door area, but you'll never team flash your random pug or matchmaking teammates. You can see the way this one pops is as they enter through the double door, it's going to land right above them, getting blocked by this piece of concrete here. So you don't have to worry about telling your teammates to flash or anything. It's always going to land above them. It'll blind anyone, as we said, playing this position here. The only thing to be aware of is it obviously won't get this position because of the way this is being blocked here, but it will get car. It's just that one spot, but I think it's better off not team flashing your friends and just letting them run in and kill. Another simple play on Dust 2 I liked was this one from Sunpius, where once he'd seen no one suicide, he smokes in the bottom of middle and holds this lower dark angle. And because of this smoke, he's able to sit here for longer, waiting for this lower dark player to drop down, which is the end of flames for this round. And the reason this simple play works so well is because the T side waits for their Xbox smoke or their mid smoke before peeking top mid. So once you've cleared suicide, no one's going to see your own CT smoke there, and they're going to get caught off guard if they do try and come out lower before top middle. The smoke then makes it hard for people to trade you, as you can see, and you're able to escape away. A couple of things to note here is the initial mid peek. Try and get your player to jump across at the same time you're peeking, like you see G2 doing here. And also, if the other team doesn't have the economy for the AWP, that's an extra bonus as well. On Ancient, we all know how important this cheater control is. Matisse shows us this really nice Molotov, which stops anyone from the CT side taking control of that area. You can see from Chopper's point of view, he goes running in here, sees the molly, just straight away leaves. The other great thing about this molly is if you look at them side by side, is your molly lands slightly later than the standard CT one. So there is a situation there where I could see you creeping up after your molly fades and even throwing a nade in there for if anyone does try to push through on that timing. Alternatively, you can do the standard one where you just smoke off the CT molly, then bounce a molly in of your own and then nade in front of it. So if anyone tries to push forward, they get caught off guard here. But the Matisse one just looks a little bit more fancy. For Train, we saw Vitality try their absolute hardest to get this Ivy boost going on to counter the lurk smoke on Ivy. You can see eventually they do work it out, which gets Saiwu in a position where he can look down Ivy here and see if anyone's trying to approach and potentially even go for the kill. If you look at my point of view here, you can kind of see the limitation of this boost. That's the T player there that you can see while just standing on top of the head boost. Obviously, if you jump up and down, you can see the approach a lot more. But if I go and look where this player is, you can see he's really only in the third part of this corridor and quite far back we can actually kill him, which is why that jumping up and down is important, because you can see anyone slowly walking down here. And while the AWP is good for that one-shot kill potential, you could argue that you're more likely to see someone spotting, and it actually makes more sense to have an M4 here that could potentially strafe into the smoke and kill that player they see. The last thing is to do this boost, look at how they do it. The player going on top actually gets on the ledge first, they jump, and then the player underneath crouch jumps underneath them to get the boost. So it's not a normal kind of head boost you do anywhere else on a map. For Inferno, I hope you have a friend, because it's far too often I see people incorrectly double nade banana. The correct way is with the way Vitality do it here, where they slow down, crouch, and throw their nade in the middle of banana. You can see Hunter even gets straight up hit by them because these nades fly nice and low, increasing the chance this actually happens. They're not being thrown way too hard at the back wall, and if they don't hit anyone, they land nicely in the middle, increasing your chance of doing chip damage as well. So just come nice quickly to the top of banana, crouch down, move forward a little bit, and let that nade fly. The other thing you and your friend should know is this flash for making sure you continue to have banana control once you've claimed it earlier in the round. On the spotter, get in contact, you're going to smoke slightly after and flash at almost the same time. This way any T trying to retake it's either going to be full blinded for the kill, or they're going to be stuck in the smoke such as Sun Pius was here, and it's going to be an easy kill for you as well. Just push down and clear that left side cubby, but they shouldn't be able to get to barrels because of the way you're jump spotting. They just don't have time to get there. The way you're going to line this up is come into the middle of this pillar, find this little stick hanging off the scaffolding, and aim at the top of it where there's that little yellow notch. You're going to let that fly over the top, and that's going to land behind your friend, who can do his smoke, wait for it to pop behind him, and then swing out and clear, just like you saw Vitality doing. On overpass, let's be honest, you all want a peak monster, so throw in this flash from Hunter, where he throws the normal utility set, launches his flash over the top of a monster for his two teammates to fight Apex, who's trying to hold this down. They end up trading because Hunter misses the flash here. The way I found the most consistent is go to the same spot, find that shadow he was aiming at the ground, but go up slightly to the bottom of this orange fencing. You're then going to do one step forward and let that thing fly. That's going to go over the top like you saw here and do a much better job at blinding Apex. You can see even if I play tight at the barrel here, this thing's going to drop, it's going to full blind me, and then obviously if I'm playing wide like this, it's definitely going to give me problems. Apex wouldn't have been hit anyway just because of the timing of him throwing his nades, but you can see if he was there and my flash was thrown, there's no way he wins that fight. Thank you all for watching. If you learnt something, please like and subscribe.